celebrate good times. Come on, let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to laugh throughout the years. I'm celebrating 1,000 video uploads. I got a notification today that I've uploaded 1,000 videos and we're going to celebrate. So come join me. We're going to celebrate with a bounce, a morning Sunday bounce. Okay? Here we go. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer.
Good morning, Lydia. 5 minutes, starting now.
Who's going to bounce with me? Come on, get on your rebounders and let's bounce for 5 minutes together. Let's start our lymphatic system pumps. Turn on the engines. Get those pumps going. Get that circulation going. Go, go, go. So, as y'all can see, I'm wearing a very tight t-shirt. I put this shirt on because it's a shirt that I bought when I lost like 90 pounds. And so I'm not the size I was when I bought it, but I squeezed into it. And I just want to visualize and manifest this shirt looking appropriate on me. So it's a little more snug than I would go out in public with, but but I'm willing to be on a global video all over that transfers all over the world. Isn't the irony ironic that I would even be willing to do that? So anyway, we're getting our hips moving, lubricating our hips, pushing right, left, pushing down in the mat, not creating a big cortisol spike. That's the point of doing simplistic, easy, repetitive movements. You can bounce crazy if you want, if that's what works for you. The point of the easy is to showcase that even if you just do something light, especially on a rebounder, you're going to get benefits compared to not doing anything at all. So you can pump your arms, get those joints lubricated and moving, stretch out, stretch up, whatever makes you feel good. That's the point. Just do something, anything. Sit in your chair and move your toes. Tip your toes. Bounce on your toes to your heels. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Anything is better than stagnation. Get that blood pumping. Movement. I want to give a shout out to Rhonda if she's watching today. She said she was joining me for my 5 minutes on the rebounder, and I was like, yay, I love to hear when y'all are bouncing with me. That's kind of the point. Bounce with me, bounce with me. Bada, bounce with me. Okay, so I've done 1,000 video uploads on YouTube since May 2022. Okay, 2025. So that's 3 years and a couple of months. 1,000 videos. So last night, I told y'all yesterday that I was going to be putting a lot more energy into my YouTube channels now that I'm settled in my new life. And yesterday and last night, I uploaded a bunch of little short videos because those are good to share with people, a small snippet of the conversations that you're having on your channel. And so I uploaded probably about maybe 40 videos, little short videos all over my 3 channels yesterday. So I felt productive, and today I need to dust. That's the goal. If I can get through the day and dust all my counters and desk and entertainment center and all that stuff, I will feel accomplished. That's what I'm working on for today. Okay. So 5-minute lymphatic pump. Alexa, stop. 5-minute lymphatic pump is done. I'm going to stand on my vibration plate right now. Okay. Let me bring this down. Let's see here. Beep, beep, beep. All right, here we go. Let's see if that'll work. All right. Oh, wait, that's too much. Okay, I'm going to do level 4. All right, here we go. Level 4, taking off like a rocket. Look at that pretty plant I have here. Okay, so y'all, I was looking. Hi, AJ, thank you. Great job. Rhonda, you're there. Hi, did you hear me? I gave you a shout out. Rhonda, did you hear me earlier? I said hi to Rhonda, giving you a shout out. Okay, so I am going through my old videos on my channel. Hi, Rhonda. I'm so glad you jumped with me, and I love your comments. Thank you, everyone, for always saying hello. Makes me feel connected to you. So I love when y'all say hi. Tite Bessie is saying, do I always vibrate like this? No, I don't always stand up and vibrate. Sometimes if I'm feeling just like I want to get my torso more vibrated, I will sit on it, and it's very relaxing. Right now, my legs are getting most of the shake, and if you keep your feet out like this, it's like the running position. A little bit further in is jogging, and close in together is walking, like you're walking. Okay, so I am in the stance of running right now. So, okay, so Ginger, hey girl, I haven't talked to you in a while. I know, can you believe? Oh my gosh, 1,000 videos. Am I crazy or what? What I am is I'm committed, and I'm just documenting it because I hope, okay, so you know what my inspiration is? I sometimes come across the girls, the twins from I Jump Instead. Hi, Parker County, Texas, Rhonda. I love the fact that they've been doing it for 6 years and they look like that. And so I'm just going to stay consistent to what my heart believes is happening to my body, because I can feel my muscles getting bigger. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I did about a year and a half ago, and yeah, it was like a summer month, I did a video about body recompositioning. And both people who were talking about body recompositioning said it took like a year or two. Well, if you're big like me, it's going to take longer. It's going to take longer to release get all those lymphatic vessels working and releasing all the interstitial tissue and, clean and purify the body. I didn't get like this overnight, and I'm not going to get healed overnight either. So I'm just documenting so that if, like, in 3 years, in my 6-year anniversary, if I look like those girls on You Jump or I Jump Instead or whatever it's called, I would love to have all of it documented in 1,000 videos so that people will believe me. I mean, how many people will not believe me if all I ever did was just some simple rebounding? So anyway, I'm just doing what feels right, and I want you all to follow your passion. I know Ginger and I have talked about passion before, and oh my God, I watched this great show on Gaia. I will put a link in this video. Maybe I'll also put it as a post because it was so good for anyone who is like trying to figure out their next move professionally, like their next job, or what would really make them happy doing something in a job. I'm going to hit my vibrator. Oh, my vibration thing again. Hold on. I'm going to go up to level 10. Okay, that was 5 minutes. Now I'm going to go to 10 minutes because I'm talking. Okay, anyway, so there was a great show, and it was about basically finding your vocation, not your job, not how to find a job, but how to find your vocation. And the woman speaking was Barbara Marx Hubbard, who I love. And I've actually met her like in 2000 and I don't know, 2. I took a picture with her. She came to my church and spoke to us. She's all about like higher consciousness and being mindful of yourself and we're all powerful creators. So when you believe that, you start to focus your attention on the things that you want and less on the things that you do want. When you realize that what you focus on, your mind and your mind space and your attention, if it's worry and doubt and frustration and, oh, my body's too big and my ankles are too fat, you're just going to get more of that. So don't focus on that. Focus on the positive. Focus on the things that make you feel good. And oh my gosh, I love my Gaia subscription. Last night I watched a show where a woman healed herself. She had, the doctors were saying, we can't do anything for you. We've exhausted all of our resources. What was her name? I want to say her name was Randy. I could post a link to that too for y'all. Anyway, the subscription application, it allows me to share a couple of episodes for free because it is a subscription, but there is a way that says share it for free. So if it allows me to share it for free, I will. So basically, I was talking about finding your vocation versus finding a job. So she talks about passion, what are you interested in, and what lights you up and what gets you excited. And then the other woman that I watched yesterday who had healed herself, and it makes me feel so bad when I hear people who are struggling with health problems, and they don't understand that so much of the healing journey, when you listen to other people who have healed themselves, is inside your belief in your desire. Okay, and so I'll give y'all the nutshell of what she said. She did meditation and all these things, and she did like meditation for 5 years, and that didn't help her heal. So what she ended up figuring out through process of elimination and all the things that she did that were challenging to try to find her healing was she started creating a more positive experience in her daily life. So she said she would listen to songs to help reprogram her brain that she loved her life and that life was good. And, you know, it reminds me, I used to go to a church in Texas that the motto was life is meant to be good. And so when you believe like that, you try to create that. And so she would listen, she told us 2 songs that she listened to help raise her spirits or raise her vibe, her vibration, and that was the YouTube song, It's a Beautiful Day. It's a beautiful day. And she would try to embody that feeling and that emotion. And then the other one was, I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah, all right. Now doesn't it feel good? So anyway, those were the 2 songs that she would use to pep her up and really get herself into a higher vibe state. And she was able to heal. She was able to heal her body. And she wrote a book about it. And I would love to get that book. So anyway, I agree with that. You gotta stay positive. No matter what, even y'all have no idea that in those 1,000 videos that I was doing, I was going through so much, and it was so challenging, and I just wanted to keep a positive mindset. So the channel helped force me to stay positive, because you have to fake it till you make it. And so I was using the channel as a way to get through some of the darker times and the darker moments of uncertainty and challenge that I was going through. So anyway, it's all documented, and, you know, for the majority of my life, I am genuinely positive and try to live in infinite possibilities, thinking, not negative thinking. And it's interesting when you're around people who have negative reactions to things, and your brain goes, oh, I wouldn't have thought like that, or I wouldn't have thought that. It's like a reminder. My sister's trying to call me. I'll call her in a second. It's a reminder that sometimes you gotta force the positive till it becomes who you are. You know, like if you're so in the negative and things are so down and things are so frustrating, that sometimes you have to just really push yourself to try to find the good, try to find the things to be, you know, grateful for. I have a roof over my head. I'm paying my bills. You know, I have money in the bank still. You know, I'm not sick. I don't have a disease. You know, I'm not challenged in some area of my life. You know, I don't have an abusive partner or a, you know, and if any of those are your experience and you have those things, we're the only ones who are going to take care of ourselves and make the choice to make change. There's no one else is coming to everybody's working on themselves. So you can't expect somebody else to save you. You have to learn how to save yourself. And in this lifetime, maybe that's the lesson that you chose, or maybe that's the lesson you need to learn. Maybe that's why it's happening. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just putting my own thoughts to how I felt in the past and how I made, comprehended or made meaning. That's the word I'm looking for. Like how to make meaning out of the negative things that can happen to you. So, hi, Richard. So, anyway, people are so funny. Y'all should read these comments. Some of them are so ridiculous. And you know what? Having achieved 1,000 videos while people make negative comments about you is a win. Because you know what? It doesn't matter what other people say about you. All that matters is what you think about you. So people who are making negative comments, whether it's online or in relationships or in person, that's on you. That is on the perpetrator. The person who's making the comments feels that way inside about themselves. And when you know that, then you actually give compassion and love to those poor people who are miserable. They're miserable inside. That's what is their makeup. And so that's why they spew out misery and they spew out negativity, because that's what lives inside of them. When you squeeze a turnip, you're going to get turnip juice. So turn the mirror back on yourself and look at, why are you feeling the need to say negative things to people? That's just something that you're going to have to deal with in your life. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for all the positive comments. Okay, there's my 10, so I've done 15 minutes. So Rhonda says she's been here for 2 years. You look beautiful, younger in a healthy way, and your beautiful body shape is a lot more defined. Aw, thank you, Rhonda. Yes, I mean, I would never have worn this t-shirt, 3 years ago when I first started. I mean, because it's like way too fitted. So you have to have like everything a little bit, snugger and tight and fitter and, less fluid, and even though my boobs look big, they're smaller than they used to be. Yay! So anyway, my sister just called me. I'm going to go make some coffee. I'm going to enjoy my Sunday. This is Sunday morning. I wish you all the best. I hope you find your passion. I hope you find what lights you up. I hope you're able to try to stay positive during the negative times, because that is the key to life. It is. Something really horrible happened to me when I was 21 years old, and I had to go on a search for, what's the meaning of life? Like, is this supposed to be horrible and then we just die? Like, I had to go out there and seek it. And what I found is helping yourself feel good authentically and from the inside out is like the key to being happy in life. No matter what happens outside of you or to you, it's like Mandela, figured that out in prison. And that is what I am learning for myself this time around in this lifetime. All right. Exactly, Dick Smith. He says, it doesn't matter what others think. I know what I have done in life. Exactly. There you go. Everybody's putting their positive comments. Thanks, Dick Smith. All right. Hi, Dick Smith. Okay. All right. Good night. Goodbye. Have a good day. Here's to 1001 episodes.